Hey guys, how you doing? This is your friend, music artist, comedian, and audio book maker, stone thug, philosopher, green home developer, environmentalist, advocate for animals, and lover of all things beautiful and interesting. A big fan of beautiful ladies. So if you're beautiful ladies and you have a picture on Instagram, uh, Facebook, or on your dresser, it might get snatched. And I have a post that justifies that, a meme. It's a picture of Don King, and it says that don't look at me as someone who takes your picture. Look at me as your promoter. I do like taking pictures, particularly off of Facebook, as some of you might have noticed. If a young lady is lovely, not artificial, and genuinely just naturally beautiful, I will repost her picture. Because, hey, that's what you do when you spend too much time alone and you know you need to be dating more. But on a separate note, this particular comical yet informative video is going to be called How to Live Forever. That's right. How to live forever. There's a way to do it, folks. And that's what we're going to discuss in this little presentation. As you know, that most flesh dies in a very short span of time. Meat spoils, the human life, the human being, after so long, it loses its luster. It turns older, it becomes gray, and eventually, inevitably, it goes away or go back to from whence it came. So I just wanted to say that for many people, that's unacceptable. And what they want to live. They want their memory to live on. And there's lots of ways to live forever. Some believe in cryogenics. Some believe in, cryogenics would freeze your body and wait till another day. I believe that is going to work. They have too many examples now of people being frozen for a day or two and being assumed dead. And with this cryogenics, they're able to bring these human beings back to life. And there's been a lot of progress in that. But I'm not talking about that because, after all, even if they did do it, like the actor Snipes, Wesley Snipes in Judge Drake, even if they were able to do that, or in the first one before Judge Drake, the Star Trek episode with the Khan, not the Wrath of Khan, that's a separate one, but I think it was Khan, and they had frozen these warriors and brought them back. I believe that was the first of those type of movies. But I'm not talking about that because how many times they're going to freeze you and bring you back? You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about what really constitutes living forever. What really is the best way to have your memory live forever. And I don't really believe that there's anything you can do to physically live forever. Like we have this spear right here, this ball, and it's perfect and it's dimensions, and it's the way it's made, and it's some sort of stone, maybe marble or something, and it has a better chance of outliving in its the way it is made than most of us will ever have. This literally, this design, this object, unless it's dropped off the Empire State Building or something, it perhaps will be around 1,000 years from now. And even if it gets crushed a few times, bits and pieces of it will survive. But you and I, the bones, the dust from our bones will be old. So what can we do to have the longevity of this sphere that's in front of you? What can we do to last? And I've examined this question because I think it's a fascinating a subject. And of course, I think deep about these things. That's why I have the book of, the book of I Can Read Minds and How to Read Minds. And if you'd like a signed copy of that, well, you just send me a $25 donation to the PayPal information in the underneath, and I will autograph one of my books, self-published book, howtoreadminds.com, and I'm one of the unfinished ones too, so it'll be even more exciting because it'll have mistakes and corrections and stuff in it. So that's for $25, and that's a different video, but you can have a copy of that, and that's about what I think about mind reading and how to get into other people's head and your children's head and understand how people think and the ways of the world. So that's $25, and like I said, you send a PayPal donation, and we will be able to accommodate you. And then along with the email that's with that information, you can send your address where you'd like it to be sent, and we will mail that off to you. So please keep that in mind. But getting back to living forever, if you say something, if you make people feel special, unique, special, you make them feel different, what'll happen is you'll create an emotion in the soul, in the energy of that individual that will make that person feel like he's 10 feet tall, or make her feel like she's 10 feet tall, or if it's a child, make them feel like they're 10 feet tall. And this will give you a sense, a kind, a form of immortality. And the people throughout history who have thought to do it this way are the people we talk about and the people we remember on a daily basis. People who create beautiful things like music, movies, and fine art, they will be remembered. Of course, Leonardo da Vinci will be remembered for the Mona Lisa, and Michelangelo will be remembered for the paintings and sculptures that he worked on. And they'll be remembered for 1,000 years. But the words, great ways of making people feel good about themselves, about their family, about their situation. Words have such an incredible power, and deeds. And there's a saying, a very popular saying, that says, people might not remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. You see, I stepped on a man's foot the other day, and I walked on by. And he perhaps didn't know my name, but he remembers that I made him feel pain. And that was a joke, but or an attempt at one. But anyway, you can make people feel good, or you can make people feel bad. And I suggest that if you want immortality, that you make people, one person, many people, a few people, that you make people feel good. You make people feel special. Take every opportunity to offer a word. Take every opportunity to offer a deed. And when you come around children, bend your back a little bit and talk to them like they're important. And when you come across older people who are a little chatty sometimes, speak to them in a nice tone and lean in and give an ear to what they have to say. You know, give that extra bit of time. It takes nothing from you. And you can still go off and make your $1 million that you got in your head, or make your plans, or do your thing. But always remember the little man. Always remember the next man. Always remember the equal man, or him, the guy who's over you, or the woman who's over you. Make people feel special. Make people feel more than who they are, where they are, even if they reject you because they don't understand why you're doing it. They don't understand what you want. They don't understand where you're coming from. You know, sometimes we say hello to a lady passing by, and sometimes they don't speak. Some actually won't give you the time of day, some people. But it's no reason for you to give up, because you're not doing it for them. When you give a word of encouragement, when you make people feel good, you're doing it for you. Because if you look at it like energy bars, and you keep eating these energy compliments, they not only bless those people, but they bless you as well. So I want you to remember the way to live forever, the way to be remembered for as long as there can be a memory. Remember good memories. Remember the times, and that's what other people will remember, times you made them feel special. So make people feel special, and that is your way that you can live on and be remembered and be loved and cherished and thought of. And never, ever forget that it doesn't cost you anything to be a decent person. Yes, we're going to have our moments of craziness, our moments of disappointment and disappointing. But if you try to give out more good than bad, if you extend your hand, a word, you'll be remembered and you'll be thought of in a favorable way long after you're gone out the room, long after you pass by, like that fella that I stepped on his shoe. Long after I was gone, he was thinking of me while he was at home wiping his gym shoes with soap and water. He thought of me. So this is a word for you. So try to remember this word and try to be a great person, because your greatness will flourish. and you'll be remembered. Anyway, this is your boy Stone Thug. I hope some part of this made you remember me. All right. God bless and have a great day.